that was worrying him, the sawdust lying on the surface. Whenever Lendl plays, they have to do this religiously at the end of every service game, at each change of ends, where Lendl has been serving and depositing from his pocket the remains of the sawdust which he's used to dry the grip of his racket. Forget has had such a wonderful year. He really has. 6 tournaments won, more than anybody except Edberg, the world #1. And that glorious conclusion in Lyon, bringing home that marvellous trophy, the Davis Cup. So he would love to end this on a really high note by winning here, as he was telling us the other day. New balls and 3-4. Here's a lovely serve volley point. It wasn't a bad return by any means, and the half-court ball is thumped deep to provide the opening for the winning volley, and a lovely touch of wrist on that volley. Look at this one again. Both men doing all the right things here. Lovely touch here from Stich, forcing Forget wide to his backhand volley. Then he makes the acute angle and reads the intended direction of Stich's reply. Lovely point, 4-all.
All very fast and furious, this. And here's a lovely tactical move. He goes in behind the return of serve and makes the volley, robs the opponent of the volleying chance. And that German forehand volley coming right out of the middle of the racket, beautifully timed. Oh no.
Of course, Dan, when you've won your serve so easily, and he hadn't lost a point on his serve until this game, that does happen, doesn't it, sometimes? It all looks so easy from here. Much more complete player, even than when he won Wimbledon, I think. Perhaps the confidence of that victory responsible for the expansion in his game.
Can't afford that against Forget.
There's Mrs. Forget watching.
deuce. And how expensive could this error be, or the one we've just seen, that forehand put out there? So break point for Forger. Oh, it's a tremendous half volley.
And how generous of Forger to applaud it. But it was a shot of immense class, this.
Oh, wonderful.
The angle of the racket face had to be absolutely perfect, or else it would have just flown out.
Oh, it's a wonderful volley, I'm sure. That must have just caught the line.
Well, he's really giving them something to cheer in this game, isn't he? Very difficult first volley, and how well Forger forced him there. Got down so well to that low forehand volley to make it a winner.
So, John, the longest game of the match, a couple of deuces there.
Yes, and the first time, of course, he'd been tested.
Yes.
It was his own frailty that let Forger in, rather as Forger had done in a previous service game. But both men holding serve, so we've had no breaks and some truly wonderful shot making. Perhaps that run of 6 consecutive aces, the best thing I've seen from Stich even the whole year. Absolutely glorious to behold. Well, he too has had a wonderful season. The biggest improvement of any man in the top 10, finishing at number 4, his current position, from the mid-30s, and getting down so well to that volley and directing it perfectly to within just an inch or two of the baseline. So they're well matched, these two of the men who have had the best seasons, meeting for a place in the semi-finals and the chance to win at least $450,000. It's mind-boggling, isn't it? Well, now the service figures here will have some significance today. 73% of first serves in. That's pretty darn good by any standards. And it'll be the man who can handle the returns best who I think is going to prevail today. At Wimbledon, it was Forger's, it was Stich's backhand return of serve and his second serve that really helped him to that title.
The Frenchman here shows the quick reflexes. Have a look at this one. Picks that up beautifully. Lovely play, both men at the net at the same time.
Glance there of the coach of Michael Stich, Mark Lewis.
Great service. Well, we're certainly seeing two of the best servers in the world game here tonight. Absolutely wonderful serving. 5-all, first set. So double figures in serving aces for Michael Stich. Oh, lovely one-footing volley.
Well, they always say that you can tell a man by the quality of his second serve and his first volley, and you don't see many better first volleys than that.
What a glorious left-handed backhand that. Fortunately, they're under pressure of the length of his opponent, but beautifully taken, counter-attacking with absolute competence.
Well, it's a difficult role in German tennis for Stich to play. Second fiddler always to Boris Becker, wanting to be his own man and coming out from under that shadow. And he came rather late to the game, completing his education. And he was telling me that the first time he realized really what the game meant was when he watched Becker win as a schoolboy. He was still at school, winning at the age of 17 the Wimbledon title for the first time in 1985. And it didn't immediately alert him to the riches of the game, but made him think, well, if somebody like Boris can do it, who he'd known in junior tennis, then perhaps one day I will, but I'm going to complete my education first, no rush. So he did. And I think it's given him a much greater balance, therefore, than some of the younger players who have come through without leading, shall we say, a more normal life. It's been a great asset, and I think he will be able to go on playing longer than most, providing his fitness holds up, and he has been prone to injury. So if he chooses, he could have a long career in this game, and he's got immense talent. So 5-6, still no breaks of serve.